Good morning guys, it's Saturday. Spent the last few hours getting my video finished, ready. It wasn't quite done. I had to do some edits for the pool cleaning robot vacuum video, but I'm done with it all now. Wimbledon is on. It's the finals today for the women's tennis and then men's tomorrow. Kind of more excited for men's because I don't really know who these players are playing today, but I'm gonna watch some of it. Men's tomorrow, I'm rooting for Alcaraz. I'm excited to watch that. It's nice that my parents have the tennis channel. I don't have it, so I can watch it here. We love that. This just makes me want to go play, but it's so hot out right now. This here's a thermometer and it says that the pool is like 97 degrees. It actually feels good though. I'm wearing sunscreen and I feel like I've just been in the shade except for like my little 5-minute stint in the pool. I feel like I'm more tan, like I had more of a tan line. Dad, this looks amazing. Salmon skewers, what a good idea. Sparkly sound salmon. Teddy's like, let me get a taste.
I'm loving this idea of skewers though.
Yeah, I like that they're kind of bite-sized. Taste test of the salmon. Oh, I haven't had good Atlantic salmon in a while.
It's
or
Pacific.
not Atlantic, my bad.
Pacific. That's like Biden saying Putin instead
That's
of...
so bad.
See? Everybody does it.
Okay, this salmon might be the best in the world.
From the Barkley Sound, caught by our friend.
In North Vancouver Island.
Hello everybody, it's Sunday. I finished editing a vlog and got it up. Kind of took a couple hours this morning. I want to get a workout in. I haven't really worked out the last few days. It is extremely hot outside though, so I'm gonna go lap swim. Not a workout I normally do, but I would like to more because it's really good for your joints. Being in water is not any impact on them, so we love that. The Palm Desert Aquatic Center looks really nice. It has diving boards, so I'm gonna go there because then I can lap swim and do some dives after. It also has like water slides and like a rope swing, a rock climbing wall. Like truly it looks like a kid's dream pool. I'll go scope it out. Maybe I'll go down the slide for fun. Let's go get a little workout in. Okay, right as I'm about to leave, on the TV it was like, warning, severe thunderstorm is about to happen, and check it out. Sure enough, it's rolling in. So I guess we'll postpone my diving and swimming for like another hour. It's supposed to be over then. Workout done. Finally taking the final exam. This should be easy at this point. I finally finished the real estate course. I still have to take the exam, but we're popping champagne for at least having the course finished because my parents just had this year. There we go. Hello you guys, good morning. My hair is kind of crazy from air drying from the pool. We are getting ready. It's Monday, so I spent the morning planning out what I'm gonna film today. We are gonna do that basically right away. I'm going to Erin's tonight to have a sleepover at her house in the desert. She's in Joshua Tree, and I actually wanna go look at my piece of property out there just to do another like second look at how we're gonna position the house, like where it's gonna be facing. I just tried to fix my hair with a Dyson Airwrap and it did not really work. It doesn't look great. You know, when you let it dry overnight and you don't actually blow it dry, so it was like really set in a curly way, so it just got kind of frizzy. I don't want to spend any more time on it. We are gonna film now. I'm gonna film in my parents' sunroom. This room over here has such good lighting. This is where we're gonna do it. We're gonna open these, open all these. Oh, they already have a tripod, perfect. To make this little desk a nice looking setup, so let's do it. I was looking for the quick release plate for this tripod my parents have, and I found they have this camcorder. This is like the first camera I used to make videos with. I remember it uses literally a tape. How old is this? Like, that's so funny. I wonder if it still works. I don't have this kind of charger, but this would be kind of fun to shoot some like nostalgic looking stuff on because it does that like zoom. The screen is like so little and the quality of this is really bad, but like it could be kind of fun. This is the setup. I think it looks pretty good. Now let's record. Teddy's gotta stop the barking. Back from lunch, I'm rough cutting what I shot. I think it looks pretty nice. Also, I need to wash this shirt because I think it kind of stained it. All right guys, we're heading from one desert to another, from Palm Desert to Yucca Valley. So I'm going to Erin's house. I'm just gonna spend the night, one night, because I have a flight early on Wednesday. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited to see her updates to her house. So let's go. Hello from the high desert. We're in Yucca Valley. We're at Erin's house. I love it here. It's so peaceful and nice. So let's put some makeup on. I didn't really vlog a lot last night when I got here, but we went to the Copper Room for dinner, which I definitely recommend if you're ever in Yucca Valley. It is the cutest place. It feels like you're transported to what I imagine the 70s was like. You know, didn't live through it, but I'm guessing it kind of looked like it's that aesthetic. The food is really good and the drinks. I actually have a flight to Seattle tomorrow morning, so I can't stay super long here, sadly. I would totally stay another day. It's like really nice here. Got a little bit of editing to do today, and I want to go for a swim because the pool is like heated naturally. It's definitely noticeably a little bit cooler in the high desert in Joshua Tree and Yucca Valley versus Palm Springs. So if you're ever wanting to go to the desert in the summer, it's like 10 to 15 degrees cooler normally in this area, Joshua Tree and Yucca Valley, than Palm Springs. So it's like, it actually feels like I can be outside and not be like totally dying. Like, it's definitely hot. It's probably like 95 to 100. So I wanted to tell you guys about the new plans that I have for the Racquet Club Resort. I realized that we really need shade in the backyard because in the spring and summer, there just isn't a lot. It's really only those yellow umbrellas are the only thing that give you some shade. And the olive tree, but it's kind of weird to go stand by the olive tree. I was kind of brainstorming like what would really work to give us more shade. What prompted me to do this was we actually got a 4-star review, which in my opinion, that's like, we need to get 5 stars all the time, because if you get too many 4-star reviews, Airbnb will drop your superhost status. Someone left a 4-star review and they said there's not enough shade in the backyard when they were trying to barbecue. I was like, you know, maybe we could do a sage shale, like one of these. Maybe we could just do like one of those aluminum pergolas. And then I came across the coolest looking outdoor kitchen pergola situation. It was like, you know, the Racquet Club Resort's been doing pretty well this year. We've got some money in the account. I think we'll have some left over at the end of the year. Maybe I should reinvest it and make the property better. Like, it will help the nightly rate probably a little bit. The plan right now is a new backyard outdoor kitchen project. This is the inspo. It'll look like this. The plan is to do it in the fall time, most likely, because it's just too hot to do it right now. It's actually going to be a fun project that I'm gonna do with another YouTuber who I won't say yet, but I'll obviously show later on. It's gonna be a DIY, but this YouTuber who I'm collabing with is actually a licensed contractor, like a licensed general contractor. He's built 2 houses himself from scratch that are really nice. Basically, him and his girlfriend would come live at the house and we would collab on building this thing. So I want it to be an angled pergola so that it matches like that butterfly roof line of the house. I think would be really cool, but I can't decide if I want it to angle that way or like up. I'm not sure. I'll probably get some fiber drawings done, and then just an outdoor kitchen so that we have a bar area, some bar stools for people to sit, kind of like that one, a grill, an ice maker, a sink so you can make drinks out there and not have to go back inside. I just think it would be so cool. It would really make it a much more of an entertaining space. And that area right now in the backyard, it's just kind of a dead space. It's not really used for anything, and the sun just beats down on it all day. So to have some shade there, I just think it'll make the backyard way more of a vibe, more useful. Honestly, kind of like this area is like a big shaded area. So I need to stop by the Racquet Club Resort soon and measure. The project is gonna take a little bit of planning because I need to get some drawings done. Maybe I probably have to get some plans made and like checked by an engineer. And you do have to get permits from the city for the gas line. I do need to plan that out a bit. I have a plumber I can use, but I started looking into that process, figuring out, you know, what permits I need to get. But I'm super excited, and of course I'm gonna vlog the hell out of it. It's gonna be really cool. I think it'll just be a fun project. I'll definitely learn a lot because we're gonna build a pergola and we're gonna build an outdoor kitchen. Like, how cool is that? Of course it'll be a lot less expensive because the labor will be done by us. The materials will probably add up because, you know, the tile, the grill, all the wood and everything. I'm not sure exactly how much it's gonna cost. I think it'll be worth it. And I want people to like have more space outside to enjoy when it's really hot out. And even in the winter, just a spot to like make drinks, make food outside, enjoy the backyard, because it's like you really just want to be in the yard looking at the mountain view, and like it's gonna be amazing. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think. Should it be angled like that way so that it matches the carport roof line and it's like a butterfly with the house, or should it be going I'm undecided right now, but I kind of am leaning towards the butterfly with the carport in the house roofline. The other thing I'm trying to decide on, which I have a lot of time to decide on this, is what color, if I want to do tile on the outdoor kitchen. So like this one, the inspo is pink, and I don't think I want to do pink, but I'm like, we've got a lot of yellow accents in the backyard. The outdoor shower is blue. This could be a fun time to bring in some yellow, but also I kind of like the idea of just keeping it a neutral, because what if one day I want to switch it up from yellow? Right now it'd be easy to do that because everything is white, so it'd just be like, oh, new umbrellas, new decor. But if you've got like some yellow tile out there, you kind of always stuck with yellow. I don't think I'd want to switch it from the yellow ever. I've also never really seen a yellow tile that I love. That's gonna be something I look for inspo for. I'm having a girl lunch. It's like a little charcuterie moment. So I'm gonna do a Q&A for you guys of just questions I haven't been kind of avoiding, some of them not super avoiding, questions I just haven't really addressed about my Airbnb, short-term rentals in general. But first, I want to thank Rocket Money for sponsoring this vlog. I've used Rocket Money for years, you guys. I really like it for tracking my money. Like, you can connect every account you have. If you are someone who has multiple different bank accounts and cards, you can connect all your accounts, so you can actually get an accurate view of how much money you have, how much you're spending, all of that. Like, I really like it for that. But also, Rocket Money is amazing for canceling subscriptions that you forgot about. Let's be real, we've all signed up for something and then forgotten about it, and 6 months later realized we've been paying for a streaming service that we don't use at all for like 6 months. Rocket Money makes it really easy to go in and cancel those. So I just realized that I was paying for a website to be hosted that I haven't used in an embarrassing amount of time, and Rocket Money, I just go in the app, they make it so you can cancel it super easily, don't have to call anyone. It's awesome. There are so many subscription-based things now that I feel like you kind of need something like this to make sure that you're not forgetting about what you're paying for and not using. With saving for these new projects I've got going on, the new outdoor kitchen for the Palm Springs house and the Joshua Tree project, I really like using Rocket Money to manage my money and to set budgets. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been really trying to budget more how much I spend on food, like groceries and things like that. And for me, it helps to actually track it. If I just tell myself like, oh, I'm gonna spend less, like I don't actually do it. So I like that with Rocket Money, I can go in and set an actual budget. Like, okay, my goal is to spend less than $600 on food this month. And when I'm actually tracking it and seeing my progress and how I'm doing, I'm personally 10 times more likely to actually stick to it. I just find that I need that. I need that accountability. If you guys want to make an account on Rocket Money, get started. It's free to get started, to start managing your money. I found it's really helped me manage my money and be more motivated to like save and invest and just keep track of budgeting and everything. On average, they save customers $740 a year, and they have saved people over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Like, that's pretty amazing. To make an account, you can go to rocketmoney.com/ShelbyChurch. I'll have it linked down below. This way you can get started for free. There's even more features you can use with the premium membership, but it's free to get started, so I highly recommend it. I love it, and like I said, I've been using it for years, so thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring. Let's get into the Q&A. Okay guys, we've got Benji here. Benji, say hi. Hi, do you notice the camera? He's like, you're on my level. Me and Benji are gonna do a Q&A, a short-term rental Q&A. I've got some questions from you guys about the Joshua Tree project. I get a lot of questions about that, actually. Want to come over here? Do you have a question? You're gonna lick the makeup off my face. Let's get into it. I got a couple questions of people asking, would you sell the Palm Springs property, particularly if it continues to underperform? Okay, I don't want to sell it. I don't really have plans to sell it, mainly because the interest rate is really low on the house, and we could rent it out to a long-term renter for probably more than what the expenses are. So I just don't think I would ever sell it, because even one day I might want to live in it, and we got it for a good price. Right now, it's actually not underperforming. It's doing pretty well. It's July, and we've got a good amount in the bank account, so I'm like feeling pretty good about it, actually. I do attribute a lot of that to getting solar, because our electric bill is so much lower. We used to be spending $600 to $800 a month on that, and now it's like $200 to $400, though it's like half. That really adds up. Another person asked, when will the Joshua Tree project be ready? My estimate is like probably 15 months from now, and that's being kind of careful. Things just always get delayed, right? So I think it'll be a while. We're so close to having our permits, and then once we break ground, we estimate that it will take about 9 months to build. But I'm like, okay, everything takes longer than you think, so probably really a year to build. Like, there could be delays, who knows? It's been rainy in California California the last couple years, and can you build when it's raining that much? I don't know how that works. I don't think they build if it's like raining all day. I think they probably take a day off. So it probably depends on the weather, but we have everything pretty much lined up, ready to go. Like, we should hear back about our permits probably within the next week. We've got the construction loan and we've got our contractor ready. So hopefully we'll be breaking ground by September. I'm really hoping. Lots of updates will be to come. Someone said, what's the strangest thing someone's left behind? There hasn't been anything that strange, but someone did get a good amount of blood on some sheets and they said it was from a nosebleed. I think we just threw away those sheets. I think that happens at hotels kind of a lot, but that's probably like the weirdest thing, although that's probably pretty common with hotels and short-term rentals and such. I've seen in Facebook groups people having some kind of scary things left behind. Luckily, we've never had anything like that. At least my property manager hasn't told me. And if we have, you know, I feel like ignorance is bliss. I just don't want to know. Someone asked, have you and Rob had many clashing views slash decisions on the Joshua Tree project? We really haven't. I think this is because this isn't like our first project for both of us, and it's also not a dream home that either of us are gonna live in. So it's easier to compromise on things. Like, nothing is that big of a deal to me. Rob has so many projects going on. For the most part, he's been kind of just down for like whatever designs I come up with. And then if he has like a good reason for something we shouldn't do that, honestly, I trust it because he really knows what he's talking about. I feel like we literally haven't had any clashing views. The only thing is I would probably rather do a tennis court than a pickleball court. But at the same time, I know like a pickleball court would probably get us a better return on investment. So I'm down to do a pickleball court. I think it makes more sense. But one day I want to do a property with a tennis court. I think that'd be so cool. But yeah, luckily we haven't really had any clashing views, which is cool. Also, we haven't, you know, gotten to like actually picking the finishes of things. So I guess we'll see, but I just have a feeling like we probably won't. Also, I feel like Rob has good design taste. Like, his Airbnbs I think are well designed, and so we have like a similar style that we like. Thoughts on Airbnb in places like Big Bear or Idlewild? So personally, I don't really like Big Bear. I used to think Big Bear was a place I would want to have a short-term rental, but the last time I went there, I just didn't like it. I think to have an Airbnb, it should be somewhere that you actually like to visit. It might not do that well, and a big perk of having one is being able to visit it. Otherwise, it's a lot of work for, you know, you could just have your money in the stock market and it could do probably better or just as well, depending on the location. Big Bear also, I think, is really saturated. The skiing is not good. Like, I have gone skiing there and it's like a hill. It's good for learning, like if you've literally never gone skiing before, but I don't think it's actually, like, I wouldn't go to ski there. I don't think you can even really like swim in the lake. Idlewild though could be cool. I've actually never been there, so I want to go check it out. It's only like 40 minutes from Palm Springs. I know they have more strict vacation rental laws now. I think they might be capped on the amount of rentals that you can have in Idlewild. I would go check it out. It seems like a cool place for an A-frame. I wouldn't rule it out, I guess. But Big Bear, I've just decided that's not for me. What's the wildest thing that has happened at your Airbnb? We haven't had anything that wild happen, fortunately. Like, I don't think anyone's really thrown a party or anything like that. We did have one guest who just complained a lot about the city doing maintenance on the sewer line, which was very, very, very loud. So he pretty much demanded like a 2-night refund, which we did end up giving him, but then he wanted like an extra night. We refunded him like half of the entire reservation. All the guests before and after did not complain about it, but to be fair, there was like a lot of construction. Like, both my neighbors were doing construction. The city was doing construction on the sewer out front, like in the street. So it was probably really loud and annoying. So I was like, okay, fair enough, we should give him that. And then he set off the alarm twice, so the cops had to come and turn it off, and they fined us for that. But Airbnb reimbursed it. We probably had what, like over 100 bookings at this point. You're gonna have a couple difficult guests at some point. I've heard of people having things burned down. I feel like that's really not bad. I'm like, knock on wood. And then I also just get a lot of questions on if solar is worth it, and you guys, it has been so worth it. It is so much less, it's crazy. And in the spring, it was like pretty much nothing because we were generating so much electricity. It's been so worth it. The solar companies estimate it takes like, oh, 5 years to pay it off. I'm like, this will pay itself off in like 2 or 3 really quick. Very glad we did that. Let's go in the pool. You're the star. He could be like an Instagram famous golden. He's just like so cute. Sit pretty. Wow, good job. Good job. Wow, the pool looks amazing. Let's feel it. Oh, it's warm. It's super warm, but I'm totally gonna get in it. Oh, this view. I love this Joshua tree right here. It's so cool. So pretty. So I did vlog here before, but if you guys didn't catch it, this is the Juniper Yucca Valley. It's my friend Erin's house that she's so close to being ready to Airbnb. Like, it is seriously, I feel like in the fall for sure it will be live, but it is so cool because it has all these amenities. I love the chairs that she got. How beautiful. Love these. I want these. But there's a sauna, there's a cold plunge, outdoor kitchen, pool. It's just amazing. And she also did such a good job picking just like really nice bedding. Everything feels just like nice. Not an Airbnb where they got the cheapest thing from Amazon or IKEA. It's like, this is, wow, amazing. I was trying to get a video shot and I leaned my phone against this Stanley cup and the wind knocked it into the pool. And the way I grabbed it out so fast, because I'm not about to get water damage in, it seems fine. They're supposed to be able to survive a drop into a pool, just not like being in there for like 20 minutes or something. Just funny because I just broke my phone that way. We're heading back to LA. Hair is a bit crazy. I'm charging right now, as you can see, in Yucca Valley. I have a flight to Seattle actually, or kind of early tomorrow morning. Not super early, but definitely need to get back and like repack a little bit. Barely been home. I kind of accidentally ended up being gone, like pretty much it'll be for like a month almost. So I'm excited. The Seattle trip is gonna be really fun. I've been using Sam's car, so we're gonna give it a wash because I am leaving town, but luckily he's renting his car out to a friend while I'm gone. Normally I park either my car or his on the street, but if I leave for more than a week, I have to move it for street sweeping, which is an issue, but it's gonna be totally fine. But I do need to get it washed so his friend doesn't have like, you know, the outside's a little dirty from driving this much. Little road trip. I'm like confused. Like, do I go forward more? I put it in neutral. Here we go. Getting this thing washed. And I ordered a Chipotle that was right nearby. It really worked out. I was looking for a supercharger, a Chipotle, and a car wash next to each other, and I found one. Feels kind of good to be home. I left my place pretty clean, so that's always a nice way to come home. Walking in here, I was like, ooh, pretty clean. Much more clean than before. Although I know there's a spider in here somewhere because I tried to kill it last time I was here, but I don't think I was successful, so don't love that. Anywho, I made it back in time to go to tennis. I'm going to an intermediate tennis class. That's the later one, and one of my friends is also going to it. So it's always more fun if I can like arrange it with one of my friends that I usually play with than with like completely random people, although now most of them aren't really random to me. They're like regulars. Even the people I'm not necessarily friends with outside of the class, I'm usually still like, oh, it's fun to see like some familiar faces. But yeah, so we're gonna go to that. I need to finish cleaning out Sam's car though. Okay, I'm so excited to play because I haven't played since San Diego in like a week. It was just way too hot in Palm Springs, like 110 degrees. I'm not playing in that. Sorry, but no. Excited to be back for this.